High pop up, and now a challenge for Crisp in left field, fighting the sun, and nice play.
Coco Crisp there to save the day. It didn't look pretty from the start, but Crisp sprawling out in the outfield and making the grab just inches from the ground, and the A's win it 3-2. Oh, so crisp. And with that, I say good evening. I'm Luke.Lyddon with your look at sports. And none of us can deny we all enjoy watching a little healthy competition. It runs in our blood, especially in the sports world. So when a starting spot is on the line, you know things are going to heat up. But throw another quarterback in the mix, and things just got real for Kavika Johnson and Ryan Metz. Fresno State quarterback Zach Greenlee announced today he is transferring to UTEP. The graduate transfer appeared in 10 games for the Bulldogs over the past 2 seasons. He started in 5 games last season and threw for nearly 890 yards, along with 13 touchdowns in 7 matchups. We reached out to UTEP about the news, but we're told they have no statement today. So for now, we must wait for summer camp to see who has an edge for the upcoming starting job. The Miners turning heads in the gridiron, and now they're doing the same on the hardwood. UTEP is about to look a lot taller in the paint. The Miner basketball program signed 7'1" Roman Silva out of Pomona, California. Silva averaged nearly 19 points and 11 boards this past season at Diamond Ranch High School, leading the Panthers to a Class III AA state title. Silva was even named first-team All-Hacienda League Division Player of the Year, and head coach Tim Floyd is ready for another big man. Floyd said, quote, "We're really excited about Roman and the potential that he brings to our program. We really believe he's a fine player and he's only going to get better," end quote. So as for the Chihuahuas, they're in need of anyone to help this squad. 2-6 on the year and on the verge of getting into some major trouble. You'd think an 8-game homestand would change things, but for some reason, it isn't. Beautiful Southwest University Park for some matinee baseball. On top of the third, Reno's Kyle Jensen stretches this all the way to left field. Dickerson cannot make the grab, and the Aces take the early 3-0 lead. In the same inning, it didn't stop there as Jason Bourgeois soars this to center field. The diving attempt close, but not close enough as another run comes in to score for the 4-0 lead. But the Dogs would eventually bite back. Austin Hedges with the clutch liner to left, and that right there ties this ball game up at 5 apiece. The Reno Aces, though, would add 3 more runs in the top of the 9th, and the Chihuahuas drop 2 straight at home as they fall 8-5. If you missed the big news over the weekend, don't worry, we got it for you again. NMSU head coach Marvin Menzies has a new home. Menzies accepted a job to be the new head basketball coach at UNLV next season. He is replacing Chris Beard, who just left the Rebels 3 weeks after being hired and will instead coach at Texas Tech. Menzies leaves the program after 9 seasons with 198 wins under his belt, along with 5 WAC tournament titles and 5 NCAA tournament appearances.
Here, we got to keep that stretch going.
As one of my old donors at Southern Illinois said, when we have a coach that nobody wants, we won't want him either. So I think lost in all this is the job that he's done with our program and how sought after he was.
And NMSU will hold a news conference tomorrow afternoon to discuss the search for the new Aggies head basketball coach. So we, of course, will have an update for you tomorrow evening during sports. In the NBA, where 3 teams rule the playoffs, and one of those teams, the Spurs. Because in the second, Tony Allen, he's passing to the wrong team there. Spurs going the other way, and Patty Mills gives it to Kawhi Leonard, who does the rest. And in the third, the Spurs just rolling. Mills finds Leonard again, but this time getting the job done from outside, even with the hand in his face. And no surprise here, as the Spurs kill the Grizz 106-74. And the NBA playoffs out to the east. LeBron and the Cavs hosting the Pistons, and in the fourth, Cavs up 1. The King makes a nice pass over to Kevin Love for the 3. And there are all these talks about trading the man, but not so fast if he's going to continue to do that. Cavs go up 4, and later, LeBron backing down his man in the post. He might get away with the travel here, but it's not called. He gets the bucket to go, and the Cavaliers win Game 1 at home, 106-101. South Beach, the ocean, the ladies, and then you got the Heat taking on the Charlotte Hornets. In the second, Miami already up 13. Goran Dragic finds Luol Deng in the corner, who snaps the net for 3, and in the third, Hornets nowhere to be found. Joe Johnson with the lob to Hassan Whiteside. He finishes the oop with authority, and the Heat embarrass the Hornets 123-91. And some more UTEP spring ball against U of A, and look at how the Wildcats throw in. You asked me to do that, and I wouldn't be able to walk for at least a week. But Aaliyah Davis for the Miners doesn't have to do the flip, and she throws it just as far. Absolute respect. So we jump ahead to the second half. Bree Thomas pushes the loose ball ahead. She rips the shot right past the keeper for the 1-0 lead, and there's a reason her nickname is the Shark. And the Miners win again 2-0. First they beat ASU yesterday, and now U of A, and the Miners are now 5-1 in spring play. Congrats, ladies. And that is a look at sports. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.